worldwide. Why do you think these acts go viral frequently? Well, this will be our topic today. Today is November 29, and this is Global News. Acts of kindness go viral everywhere around the world. But now we are going to talk about an act of kindness that touched the heart of many Brazilians. Let me- Caramelo is a horse that went viral for a while here in Brazil. And we are going to talk about why did he go viral? Well, first, to talk about him, we need to understand what happened some months ago. A dramatic situation happened in the southernmost state of Brazil, called Rio Grande do Sul. Back then, many people, as well as animals, suffered due to the heavy rains and the floods. In April 27, 2024, what happened is that the heavy rains overloaded the rivers and the lakes of the region, causing a massive flood. That was a really, really dangerous situation. It affected 95% of the people that state. And back then, many operations were made to save the victims, also animals, but we are going to talk about a specific case. On May 8, 2024, in the city of Canoas, I remember that between those animals, a certain horse went viral because he was stuck on the rooftop which the waters were close to reach. And besides that poor horse, he hadn't eaten for 4 days there. It didn't take long for him to be spotted by a helicopter of a national television network. And from that moment, that horse was later known as Caramelo. And one curiosity is that Caramelo is the Portuguese for caramel in English. That is very similar. Well, Caramelo soon caused the commotion on social media. Millions of people felt moved by the horse because he was in such a complicated situation, and there were many comments about Caramel were made, especially by politicians, influencers, many famous peoples. And his rescue occurred at May 9, 2024, and was broadcasted live on television. Well, back then, the operation involved firefighters, soldiers, and other volunteers, as well as the use of inflatable boats and sedatives to immobilize the horse so they could do it safely. Tiago Franco, a firefighter from São Paulo leading the rescue, said that they found the animal in the debilitated state. He was found very weak, but gladly he was rescued. Some people wonder, why did it go viral? Why did Caramelo became so famous? Well, the thing is that back then, when all we heard were bad news about the floods, this act of kindness and empathy towards the animal, not only Caramelo, but many other cases, it gave people more hope. So horse Caramelo, he became a type of symbol of hope and resilience during the hard time in Rio Grande do Sul, especially because acts of kindness, they have positive impact on people. Well, we have good news about Caramel. Now, after being taken care of, he is much better than he was before. And he has even participated in some events. He's really famous. Really good news, right? Well, now let's move on. Let's talk a bit about volunteer organizations, charity. How do organizations help society? Well, now Paul is going to introduce us to a really nice organization. I think Paul, yeah, Paul is ready. It's up to you, Paul.
Okay, Gabriela, you go here. Hello, girls. Hello, Bear. How are you? One moment. One second. I will, I will speak about Jehovah Witness organization. Uh, the Jehovah Witness organization was founded in the of 9th century by a small group of Bible students in USA. They made a deep study of Bible and they compared what the religion said with what the Bible actually teaches. They published their findings and books, newspapers, and magazines, and the organization today still publish Bible studies and things. Uh, they consider Jesus and the founder of this organization. Today is based in Warwick, New York, US, but it is present in more than 230 countries. The organization is funded by donations and the projects are made up volunteers. It is focused helping people become followers of Jesus Christ by preaching and teaching them about the Bible. This is the most special activity for Jehovah's Witnesses, but they do many other activities. Some of the activities are production of education, constructions, and renovations, translation to more than 1,000 languages, humanitarian help, and the others. All these activities are done by well-trained volunteers around the world. So people, Paulo lives in Pimenta City. I will go back for you, Gabriela.
That sounds like a really nice organization, Paul. Thank you so much for explaining, also telling us the details about the organization. But I know it's not the end. I believe Alana also has more to say to us about this organization, right?
Me, right?
Yeah, it's up to you.
So let's go, guys. I'm talking about important volunteer work. So, hi, I'm Alana, and you are here with me to talk about my volunteer work that is a beautiful volunteer work. Okay, guys? So, I'm going to talk about a Brazilian Sign Language, but what it means. So, normally, deaf people don't listen or speak. So, how can they can talk with each other, talk about their lives? So, they use the sign language. And I put this photo, I think it's on the right? That's if their hands, so they don't use their mouth or ear. So their hands is their language, actually their lives. They use their hands to talk about everything. And I put this symbol and this blue symbol that is like this. So if you see this, actually the first thing that's come of on your hat in your mind is that is something related to sign language. Another thing that it's a curiosity is that sign language is not the same language all the world. So like we have Portuguese, we have English, we have Japanese. So we have Brazilian Sign Language, we have American Sign Language, we have Japanese Sign Language. So it's a curiosity that sometimes some people got confused, but here you know what the difference is. So I'm going to talk about how Brazilian Sign Language is improving over the time. So now we have too many jobs looking for translator who know Brazilian Sign Language. So you know when you see this commercial, advertisement, and actually normally in commercial, that the person is talking normally, and in the side of the commercial, the TV actually, we seen those woman or men translating everything. So it's beautiful because actually sign language is not isn't everyone who knows to talk sign language. So to deaf people, watch TV and understand what is happening, it's wonderful. Another thing, it's the app that's called Ugo. So how can you use Ugo? It's like you don't know sign language. And no, you see a deaf people and you're like they're lost or you want to know something like as hi or their name, you can go on the app right where you want, like say hi. And you show for them your cell phone. And the people will see and Ugo will translate everything you want to say. So it's a form that is getting easier and better to the communication of the deaf people and the person who don't know sign language talk. So it's a beautiful thing that sign language is improving of. So talking more about my volunteer work. Important thing that happened was in the year that it was 2014. That the second Bible on the world was translated in American Sign Language. So it was important. It was an important date. And another date was important here for us Brazilians. It was in 2022 that the first Brazilian Sign Language, the Bible was all translated to the deaf people from Brazil. So it was an important date. And you know, everyone needs a chance to know God and have a faith on something. So with the Bible, all translated to their language is they felt so happy. And you know, how I said, it's not everyone who knows that language. So if they see a Bible, everything, something that he can understand, they feel awesome and happy. So, and if you know more about the Bible and how the Bible is in sign language, I put this QR code and if you want to know more about it. So, about my work, how can we like use this Bible sign language? Actually, we're a group of Jehovah's Witness, and we go to their deaf people houses and teach them the Bible. We show the Bible, and they can have a uh, they can have a faith, can talk with God, you know, and touch their heart. So we make letters. So how we can make letters. Actually, deaf people don't understand Portuguese, hard for them. So we draw the letters. And the photo that's in the middle of the slides, it was me some years ago. That I will like actually drawing some signs for them. So no. So now I'm going to teach you some, if you want to say something for a deaf people in Brazil, it's a Brazilian sign language. So the first thing, if you want to say hi, so you just do that with your hand and you raise your finger. It's easy. And you do this movement or this movement, you're going to say hi. So it's a simple thing. You just say hi for them. The second thing is if you want to ask your name or like actually sign language, you don't use name, we don't spell. So everyone have something in your body that means that you are you. So if you want to ask your sign or your name, you just A and this movement too. You're going to ask actually your name. So if now that you know more about volunteer worker and how to say hi to deaf people, we come with Gabi.
Thank you, Alana, for letting us know how deaf people have been helped. Congratulations. Also, I like it to learn how to say hi in Brazilian Sign Language. It's very good. Thank you. Well, I think now we're gonna hear Adriana to hear more about this volunteer work. You can speak, Adriana.
Hi, Gabi. Hi, everyone. My name is Adriana, and it's a pleasure having you with us. I'm talking directly from Amazonas. I will continue talking about Jehovah Witnesses, how Paul said, and Alana said too. This group is a religion that has the objective praise to God and help others. And they believe that Bible can improve the people's life because they teach Bible to people with volunteer work. The Jehovah Witnesses are willing to move to remote region to have a simple life to help others improve their lives. In north of Brazil, the Jehovah Witnesses are helping to people. They help indigenous people. They are learning the culture, the language to help Tikuna people. Who are the Tikuna people? They are a group of indigenous that are located north of Amazonas. I had a privilege of following this work for a few months, and now I would like to show you some pictures for you about them. In these pictures, the indigenous people are ready to a party. And here, the Tikuna is in daily life. This picture show about the cook. They use a wood burning stove to prepare the food. And even though they have a table, they eat on the floor. They prefer sitting around the food and share the meals. They are so hardworking. They cultivate the vegetables, fruits, and sell on the free market. The river is so important to them. on the river, they take a shower, do the laundry, take and clean a fish, take water to drink, and other things. In this picture, we have an expedition to meet the Ticuna people. The Ticuna people is so kind and thoughtful. They like to receive the Jehovah's Witnesses in their homes. In this picture, we have Ticuna kids with a monkey and one woman teach the indigenous. In this picture, we have a family pay attention to learn about the Bible. The Jehovah's Witnesses try very hard to go all places to meet the Ticuna people. In this picture, we have some Ticuna kids. And in this picture, we have some animals we meet in the community. Monks, reddy macaw, qua리, and others animals we meet is so cute and so interesting. It's a fantastic job, a beautiful job. The Ticuna people like a lot have Jehovah's Witnesses in their community. Now I back with Gabi.
Thank you, Adriana, for explaining more about your volunteer work, the culture of the community. It's good to see yours and your organization efforts to help them. Well, now we'd like to hear Erica. You have more to say to us, Erica.
Ok, Gabi. Hi, my name is Erica, and I'm here in Minas Gerais, states of Brazil. I'm following speaking about Jehovah's Witness, but in other segment. My classmates spoke in what is organization Jehovah's Witness, the volunteer work to teach the people, volunteer work to teach the people about Bible, and the invitation to know Kingdom Hall and to participate in your meetings. Actually, when the city no have a place to congregate or the place it was small to receive all guests, it's evaluated the possibility of build a new place or Kingdom Hall. So start the volunteer work because our Kingdom Hall is building by volunteer work. How is that possible? Well, it's very organized. One group of volunteers are responsible by assess needs to know how much and check if that is means to build. The group have a name LDC, Local Department Construction, and follow the needs of Brazil. After making the decision about where and when the new Kingdom Hall will be built, other group, the volunteer, that already were trained, is designated to the city chosen. And this group is formed by 16 people, between men and women, and spend maybe 105 days to build. It's work a lot. Therefore, this group is responsible to get a volunteer, people local, to help them. Each building is built of the foundation until garden completely finished to local people. After this group finished the work, one volunteer of the region that was trained to help the local people to take care of the building. The name this volunteer is maintenance trainee. Him make assessment of building every 2 years and reports about the situation of elements. For example, the roof leak or foundation have cracks, the build have a good appearance in neighbor or need other maintenance. This follow-up is important to LDC know where use the means. Then our volunteer donates and must use it of better way. Ensure many people have a comfortable Kingdom Hall to congregation. And it's easy. Gabi, with you now.
Thank you, Erica. Really amazing how this work is done, how the donatives are used. Thank you, Erica. Well, now, Raissa, it's up to you. You can go on.
Sorry, Gabi, I was a little fast.
No problem.
So let's go to the next organization. Oh, I forgot to present to the next organization. My name is Raissa, and this is the Children's Hope Foundation. The Children's Hope Foundation assists children and their families with healthy beginnings, growth opportunities, and support during times of crisis. And this is the mission of the organization. So one nice thing about this organization is that they don't help just the child, just the sick child, but help the family too with money, with mental help, because when someone of our family is sick, we are sad. So the organization help with this too. There I put a part about saying the start of organization. It started with one child. The organization was established in 2009 to provide financial assistance to one little boy and his family while he was fighting to the cancer. And today, the foundation has expanded its mission to provide healthy beginnings, growth opportunities, and crisis intervention for families with children who are not only fighting for cancer, but are fighting for heart disease and birth defects. Birth defects. So the organization don't help with the organization assists help with travel assistant cards, end of life care, choose funeral expenses, and they don't assist the children with routine. So they are not the babysitters. They are organization who help children and their family that really need this help. There I put some children that the organization helped, starting by the Caden, in next the Aubrey, and the last one the Connor Dowdy. We can see there that the Connor Dowdy was a little baby when the organization helped him. He was fighting to breathe defects, and he was a little baby, but the organization helped with the treatment, and the family of this kid was with financial problem. They were crisis, so the organization helped with this too. And when the Connor Dowdy finished the treatment, the family continues doing the treatment in home, like with the medicaments and these things. So the organization helped with this too. And now I put some informations about the office hours. If you want to call for them to know more about the organization, and you can help by um, being a volunteer or donating money. And if you want to donate, you can do the donation every time, every hour in the day, because it's in the site, so you can do the donation in the website. But to call is just in these hours that you can see in the slides. But if you want to be a volunteer, you can go on the website and subscribe you with your informations. You will send to the organization and they will probably be contact you. So now we continue with Gabi.
Thank you, Raíssa. It's really nice to hear how children in need have been helped for this organization. Wow, today we heard many good news, many positive news. We heard how many charities, volunteer organizations, acts of kindness have been helping the society. Wow, this is global news.
Thank you, Gabby, and thank you, everyone. You are amazing. Congratulations. All the presentations were really good. What do you think, Pearl? Now it's your time to make them questions, comments. What did you think of their presentation?
I was very impressed because knowing that English is not their first language, to see all the effort and all the details, that's you all were very good, awesome, awesome. So it was very clear. It was clear. So I don't know if I have to do it individually, but I really took note of everybody a bit, and I must say that everybody really, really did a good job.
They make a big effort for today, right? Trained a lot.
So it's very nice.
Good job, indeed. Very good. But if you want to, you can ask them individual questions about their presentations, you know? So if you want to know something about Gabi's horse, for example, or Alana's sign language, you can ask
Yeah.
them like individually. Do you have any question?
Yes, I have. I was indeed wondering why Gabby could choose for the horse. Is she a lover of animals? Is that the reason why you choose for the horse? For Caramello?
To be honest, I didn't know exactly what I was going to speak, but when I heard about the horse, that his name was Caramel, I got really excited to talk about the horse. So yes, I like the horse and his name too.
Oh, yes, indeed. I found it a very touching one because sometimes people are not so moved by animals, you know? If it's a human, they are quick to go and help, but then there's an animal, well, it's just an animal. But I like the story. It's indeed also good news. It's a kind of goodness. So it's a nice topic that you choose. Yes, thank you very much. And the way how you presented it was with all the love, the warmth in your voice was very good. Well done. So also Paul, I like Paul is part. Paul did a little history, but not too deep into history. You know, I like you give a little basic of the history, and then you went to the focus about the founder, and then from the founder to the activities. I really, really must say that it was well done. It is nice when because history is nice, but like people want to know more, like especially the topic, what are we doing? What is so good about the organization? And you brought it good. You brought out that hey, we are not only you're not only teaching people, but you're also doing also acts of kindness toward people, eh? And that's nice. Thank you. You did a good job.
Thank you. Thank you, Per. And nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you. And then Alana, I was wondering, why sign language? Do you have someone in the family who's deaf? Because sometimes, when you have a deaf in the family, you're more connected to deaf persons, or you just wanted to do that?
I don't know. No, I don't have anyone in my family they're deaf. But actually, about Brazilian Sign Language become part of my life, and I think I can live without that. It's actually a part of my life. And so when I was confused. Oh my God, what am I going to talk? I was like, no idea. And the teacher said, no, what you think? And I love that idea. It was awesome. And it's a thing that I like. So for me to make the presentation, I was so happy. And I wish you understand everything. Yes.
I could follow. And I like how you also help us, like, hey, if you meet them, what to do, how to sign, and where to find it. That is so nice. That shows that indeed it's in your heart. You really live for it, eh? And that
Yeah.
is it that you could do that. How long are you doing it already? How many years?
14. I think.
Wow, that's awesome. Commendable. Keep it up. Keep it up. Because the deaf persons are sometimes in the world not really looked at. People really view them as outcasts or as nobodies. But I mean that you could do that at the young age. That's very good. And
Thank
then
you.
Ghana. Oh, the indigenous people. Wow, that's so awesome. Yeah, we have also some here in Suriname. So, and also their language is most time not an easy language also to learn. Eh? So, how did you do that? Did you speak the language? Did you learn some words?
I try to learn some words. I think so hard. Not hard, but different. My main language, Portuguese. So I try to learn. I am learning yet
Okay.
some words.
Wow. Can you tell us one word that you
For example, good morning or hello, good evening. All the greetings is no mai for person, one person. Uh, Plural is no mangue.
ah, wow. That's interesting.
No
Yeah, so
mai, no
yeah,
mangue.
do you go
Yes,
often?
no mai or no mangue.
Ah, wow. Nice. So, was it a one-time trip or do you go often there to the indigenous people?
I had a privilege to falling for a time, but don't uh, I don't have a time directly with the indigenous, the Ticuna indigenous. Only a week after time, another week, but not directly.
Ah, okay. But so nice. I could see the pictures and it was like something, uh, yeah, it was worthwhile. Eh? And you could see their happiness. And even though they're not maybe expressive because that's their culture, but you could see that they were interested, yeah, in it. That's nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Adriana
so interesting.
will have to leave, right, Adriana? Right now.
Yes.
So
Just-
before Adriana leave, let's take a picture and then you can continue for asking the students. It's just because Adriana has a
Oh,
meeting right now. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. Say cheese. All right. Amanda, do you wanna come to the picture?
Bye.
bye-bye. It was
Thank
nice.
you.
Bye, Adriana.